We're going to be looking at floor plans in this session. Now, what is a floor plan? Well, a floor plan is when I'm looking at the plan of a floor. In other words, if I wanted to look at my house floor plan, it would be like taking the ceiling off the house completely and then standing up from above and looking down onto this house. And then I would be able to see, down here are the walls for this bedroom, here's the bathroom, over here is a kitchen, back over here is a garage, and I would be able to see that whole plan looking from above. We also look at elevations, and elevations are looking at the house from the side. What do I see when I stand in front of the house and look straight at the house with the house in front of me? What do I see when I stand from the side and look at that house? Or from this side and look at the house? What happens if I turn around and look at the back of the house? Okay? And so we get these different sides. Let's have a look at it. So here I have a house, and the elevation shows the front, the back, and the side view of a building. So I'm looking at my house, and I'm seeing the front elevation. And I can see that in this elevation, I have 2 windows, and I have a door. The side elevation now, I'm looking at it from the side. Over here, in this part, I can see I have a ceiling. That's like I'm looking at it from here. So that part is my ceiling, and that's what I see. I can see as well that I've got a window that's coming in on the side of my house. Then from the rear elevation, that means I'm looking at the house from the back. In other words, from that side, the back. And at the back, I can see that I've got 2 windows. Small little window here and a bigger window. Then I see another side elevation that would now be from this side of my house. And when I look at it, I can see again, I have this part, which is my ceiling, and that's the part I see over here. I also notice that from this side, there are no doors and there are no windows whatsoever. So if I were to look at this house, I could ask you, how many windows are in this house? Well, let's have a look at that then, shall we? From the front, I've got 1, 2 windows. Then 3. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 windows. We've then got another one here, 4, 5, and nothing there. So I have 5 windows. How many doors do I have to this house? I've got 1 over here, and nothing in that side, nothing at the back, and absolutely nothing on the other side. So I've only got 1 door. Okay, 1 little door and 5 windows. Okay, can you see how we use these elevation maps? Right. Then here is another little weird and wonderful shape. So we've got this shape, and we're saying, right, from the shape, if I were to look down on the shape, that's the plan I would see. Then I've got the front elevation, and what would I see? Looking from the front, I've got that kind of thing with 3 blocks, and then I would also have this kind of thing sticking out. That's what I would see if I was looking here. If I was looking from the side, what would I see? I would see this kind of thing. Okay, 1 little block, 2 blocks, and the block on top. Cool? Right. Now, it is important to understand the layout of floor plans. In order to do this, we can use a key or legend that describes the symbols most commonly used on floor plans, as in the key given below. Sometimes the symbols might look slightly different, but let's have a look at these symbols. So if I want to show a solid wall, I am going to have a rectangle that's colored in darkly. A wall that doesn't quite reach the ceiling. Sometimes we have a little wall that separates, for example, the toilet from the shower. It's still within an enclosed thing, but we have a little wall between the two. And the wall that does not reach the ceiling is going to be a rectangle which is not shaded in. Here's a window in a wall. So we've got a window. As you can see, I've got my solid wall, and then I've got the window. The door, here is my door, and we can see which way it opens. It actually opens that way. So if it were closed, it would be here, and we always show a door in its open state so we can see it. Sliding door is shown by two little rectangles. That is a bath next, and we can all see that's a bath. We see that's a toilet. A shower is interesting. A shower is a rectangle with this cross in the middle. A double kitchen sink would be a rectangle with two little circular rectangle shapes inside, and obviously that little thing means the tap. A single bed is shown over here, and then a single armchair is also shown. Remember, all these things are shown as though you're looking at it from above. Now, with that, let's have a look at a real plan. So here we go, and we say, here's the plan. We can see straight away that we have the windows. Windows, 3 lines within a solid wall. So that symbolizes my window. We got a bedroom, and the bedroom has a door. Notice the bedroom door would normally be closed, but it opens that way. My door to my house as well would normally be over here, and it opens that way. Over here I have a door that would normally be there. It's going to open here. A door normally there. It's going to open to that position. A door normally there opens to that position. My back door is normally here, and it would open to that position. All right, so we understand the way the doors open. Okay, so if it's closed and we've got this, it means it's using this angle when it actually opens. Over here again, I've got more windows. Over here, what do I have over here? We've got a little wall, right? That's not quite reaching the ceiling. We've got a bathroom. We've got the bath. We've got a basin. We've got a toilet. All right. No shower in our bathroom over here. And here we got a kitchen sink. Please take note. It's a single sink. It's not a double. There's not 2 sinks over there, just the one. The names of each room are written in the plan, so we know that's bedroom 1, bedroom 2, okay? We know that's the kitchen, the bathroom, the toilet. The plan shows symbols for built-in parts of the house, like the baths, the sinks, and the toilets. And the kitchen door is to the outside over here. Now, what kind of questions could we be asked? Well, before that, let's have a look at this plan now. So here we have another plan of a house, and it's kind of weird because it is really strange. It seems we've got a 1-bedroom here. We've got a bath and a shower in this room over there. We've got a toilet just standing there. Here we've got a chair, so obviously this is our living room. And here's a double sink, so it must be the kitchen. All right? So here's some questions we're asking. What's wrong here? Okay, let's have a look and try and decide what's wrong. First of all, look at this. We have a window between the kitchen and the toilet. How weird is that? Imagine someone cooking in the kitchen and they checking you out in the bathroom, in the toilet. Hey, shows, not cool. So that is definitely a big no-no. There is something wrong here. In fact, let's just do it in red. Something wrong here. We don't like that at all. What else? There's no door leading out to the toilet. So you can sit in the lounge and have a great conversation with someone on the loo. Not very nice, not much publicity. So we have a problem there. There is no door to our toilet. Okay? The toilet and the shower, this is something else, and it's not something you're going to really know unless you know about building. But normally a toilet and a shower, they both need plumbing. They normally go closer to a outside wall so that the pipes are on the outside of the house. Otherwise, in this case, the pipes would have to be on the inside of this wall, leading to the shower and leading to the toilet. Either that or the pipes are going to be sticking on the outside of this wall over here and over here, which just won't look good at all. Okay, there's a window, we've said that already, between the toilet and the kitchen. And I would say we need more light in this lounge. In other words, if I was building this, I would say, you know what, guys, we actually do need another window here so we can get more light coming in here. It looks quite a dark little room. We've got a sliding door. Please take note how we drew the sliding door. It's two little rectangulars with a slight bit of overlap. So there's a bit of a dining room door there, probably light coming in here because sliding doors are made of glass. But I would suggest we put another window in over there. Okay. And then we've also said that we haven't said, but I've just noticed, there seems to be a problem with this door. Let's have a look at it. This door is actually saying when it's closed, it's here, and we open it like that. Now, guys, that makes no sense whatsoever. The door should actually be like that kind of thing. So we know that it would normally close and it opens this way or opens this way. All right, so we've picked up a few problems just looking at our plan. And that's what we would expect you to be able to do as well. So, short little segment this, and we're going to say in this segment we've covered the following. We've looked at various plans, and we've analyzed floor plans and even determined faults and errors in the plan. We're going to take a little ad break, enjoy it, because our next session we're going to look at packaging. How do we pack little boxes into big boxes? And that's going to be quite a longer segment, so do enjoy your break and we'll see you soon. Chat soon.